Welcome to Urban Wine Life. I'm Michael, your dreadlock connoisseur, and today we have a Syrah. Some may call it a Shiraz or Shiraz, depends on what area you come from. But mostly the Shiraz is in Australia. I've had a Shiraz. I even had a Syrah from Australia, from the Barossa region. So the ones that I've actually tasted, Syrahs, was from the Columbia Valley as well as the Barossa. And I kind of like them. I really like the Shiraz. So you got the Shiraz that has the hot, deep area. Then you have the medium body that's in the Rhone area in France as well. So you have different types of terroir where Syrah or Shiraz is actually grown. I've always had pretty much the hot tempered area. So this one we got in Arizona. Remember when we went to the Oak Creek vineyards? We went to Oak Creek in that area and we had that. It was in Cornville, Arizona. So really nice little place. And we had the Syrah. So I said, hey, look, I enjoyed it while I was there. So they shipped it to us because we wasn't going to drive back to all of those. So we was able to get that. So I wanted to have that because, I had Shiraz and I really always enjoyed the Shiraz. And then I overdosed on them. But it's a hot tempered Shiraz. It's because of the Arizona climate and everything. So when you get these two different type of terroirs or environment or everything in the environment that it's under, you're going to get different type of qualities and tastes. On the mild body or medium body, you're going to get a lot more chocolate. The tannins will probably be a little high. The tannins here is a little lower. A kind of like a dry meat kind of taste. Blackberries, so really dark there. And possibly, it depends on which one, kind of smoky or chocolate. So you're going to get a lot of that. So that's really a really deep, heavy, meaty stew tasting, maybe even some dark, heavy meat. So that's usually what I have it in, was a stew or anything in that matter. You can have it with Italian because that tannins that's in the actual tomatoes and things that'll probably go good with that. I wanted this too is because it's 70 degrees in Georgia. So again, hot tempered. I wanted to get something light, but I said, hey, with these two, let's talk about that. So let's get with the aroma first. See what we pull from that. So not very berry tasting. Smelling. So I'm getting the slight, almost smoke, not quite though, but like dry leather, kind of like a kind of dry leather, or some Slim Jim, dried meat, and you get that kind of smell in that, but you get a little, probably a blackberry. I'll just say blackberry. I don't really want to. It's not a raspberry because it's not as fruity. So probably a blackberry, kind of astringent in that way. But that's what you're getting from the smell. Let's taste it. Tannins, kind of light. It's not lasting. It's not layering my tongue. It has that, again, slight fruit. So you got those dark fruits, a lot of dark fruits up in there. The acidity is right there too, but the tannins is not coating as much as maybe a Cabernet Sauvignon or one of the other heavier, heavy-bodied red wines. But this is right there. This is really good. This is some reason why I bought it. To me, it's one of those sit-down wines. I'm sitting, I'm chilling, I'm doing some work. I'm gonna break out the Syrah. Normally I break out the Shiraz, but in this case I wanted to break out the Syrah. But very good for those mature palate of saying, hey, here you go. I want something a little complex, something that I'm diving in to see that. And as you learn, if you're tasting different regions that they're from and the different terroir where this is actually grown, a little history was the Shiraz that went to Australia. If you see the geography, Shiraz is an area in Iran. And the thought was it was Iran and it went to the wrong region. They call it a Syrah, and then it went down to Australia. So they kept the name Shiraz. They had it as Hermitage for a while. But when you think about Shiraz, you think about Australia, the best quality Shiraz. Syrahs, I haven't had a French. I'm always getting a lot of California. I taste the Washington. I think it's from the Walla Walla region. But I'm not recalling that. The ones that really stand out for me is the ones from California. So really good. This is, look at, almost inky red. If you look at that and look at that quality and that deepness right there. Alcohol heavy in there. So be careful if you're going to be drinking it. It's really alcohol latent in here. But very good, very good. I wanted to try that. And big up to the Oak Creek Vineyards when we went out there. It was very enjoyable, beautiful weather too. Up next to the Sedona region. So, we had that wine and I just had that sitting for a while until it got a little cooler. And then I thought it was going to be cooler, and then all of a sudden the 70-degree hit. But yeah, I'm enjoying that too. Thank goodness for Georgia. But very good wine. So they will ship to you. Price points in the 20s. So right where I like my wine to be is for spending a whole lot of money, unless I'm getting a high quality wine, but very good, and supporting smaller vineyards as well. Syrah, give it a try. Really good. dreadlockconnoisseur.com as well as urbanwinelife.com. So go to the website. I have some other tasting. And if you look at the website, it's going to give you regional maps. So you can say, hey, that's where that's from. So this one, I put a regional map as well. And Dreadlock Wines Twitter. So hit me. I have a whole lot of different things on there. Urban Wine Life, Dreadlock Connoisseur, Michael. Thank you very much.